first time here.
This is your first time to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
How did you find out about it?
Well, I'd always wanted to come, and I was missing the day because I would think it was the first Sunday. I think it was the last Sunday.
Now you know it's the second Sunday.
And
so are you?
I had 2 more Sundays to figure out if it wasn't right. So one of them
Eventually, you would have gotten it. So you got it early on in many respects.
Yeah.
So are you a collector of anything?
I collect vintage clothes. I guess you should say.
Did you go to the Vintage Fashion Expo?
Yes, I did.
And are you going to the one in May?
Is it in Santa Monica as well?
In my magazine, it will have the information for that.
Well,
in fact,
most likely will be there.
There's one in San Francisco, probably next weekend. And then Caskey and Lee's, they put on an event in Burbank. It's on probably the 29th. It's the last Sunday of the month or so. So that's going on now. And so what do you collect in the way of vintage clothing?
Dresses.
Dresses.
It's actually for my own personal benefit. My whole closet is.
Well, I assume. How many vintage dresses do you have? Do you have 100?
Probably not that much.
Not that much.
Yeah. Probably.
So what do you do for a living?
I work in fashion. I'm a buyer.
You're a fashion buyer.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very tough business.
It's terrible having to buy stuff with other people's money.
Well, I imagine that the people who do you work for?
It's just a small boutique in Orange County.
Well, I imagine that your boss has very specific demands of you, and I doubt that it's easy to be doing that.
It's harder than it is because it's hard not to buy just what you like.
You have to buy what sells.
Yeah.
So how did you learn how to do that? Were you an up-and-coming fashion designer that decided to become a buyer instead?
I went to school for it.
Institute of Fashion?
No, just Orange Coast. It's just a community college.
Well, so how long have you been a fashion buyer?
I just recently started, maybe like a year.
Oh, well, that's long enough. Have you made any big mistakes so far?
No, actually.
Any great triumphs so far? Did you?
Every time it sells is a good feeling.